Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for joining us again today. I've got a very short video for you today that will show you how to use Mailchimp for email marketing. If you've not used Mailchimp before, or if you want to give it a go, if you need a free trial for any reason, once you're done watching the video, you can click the link in the description down below and that'll take you through to a free trial version of Mailchimp, which you can utilize obviously for completely free. Once you've logged in, this will be the dashboard that you see. You can see that there's a couple of places where I can create a campaign from. I've got the create button up there. There's a button there. I can also go to campaign and kind of modify any existing ones. And that also gives me access to a create campaign button. So if you press that from anywhere in your interface, it's kind of a fairly simplistic piece of software. It's fairly straightforward. It doesn't really do a whole lot compared to something like a website builder or something like that. So it's got a fairly sort of easy, barrier of entry, I'd say. So for today's tutorial, we're just going to create a regular email campaign. Obviously, there's a couple of other options here as well. Once you've clicked that, sometimes takes a second to load, and you'll see that it's kind of loaded up this generic template for us, and it's asking us or telling us that we can add content via the menu on the left-hand side. Make sure you've got add selected. Styles will obviously allow you to modify the text, link buttons, dividers, things like that, to kind of modify the look of it and some of the functionality. You've obviously then got a host of templates that you can see and browse some more of if you click that little button down there. And to be honest with you, it kind of, obviously some of them you've got to pay for as well. Okay, so they're not all free. When you can, try and utilize a template when possible. It makes things a lot more efficient and it gives you a little bit of a structure, and just modify what you've got there then to kind of suit your needs. And you've got this little optimize menu where it can kind of detect maybe some errors and give you a bit of feedback on what you've created. So it's very self-explanatory, very intuitive, very easy to use. You can see layout gives you a bit of a a structure of the page and how items are kind of cascading, across or grouped in that way. And you can see that there's some pre-built layouts for, whatever you might need. If you want to go the manual way, so if you're not going to go for a template or a preset layout, it's obviously just a sort of click and drag system. And for any of you who've ever used something like Weebly, it's kind of similar to that. It's not, you can see that I've got this little line which denotes where that item will appear in the kind of email body, and you can see that it appears there now when I leave a go. And every time you select an item, you get this little menu on the left hand side pop up, as well as some contextual stuff on the right there. So as you can see, it's kind of very, like I said, self-explanatory. There's not much menu diving. All of the options that you're going to require to kind of edit the functionality of something appear on the left when you select it. So it's, quite easy to use, really. It's a little bit more of an advanced version than Canva, I guess, because it's got this functionality, the web kind of stuff associated with it. So obviously you can see when I select the social media icons, I'm able to then just place my social media links into some preset fields and things like that. So, it's kind of like a mobile app, really, in a way. It's nothing more complicated than what you'd find on a mobile app anyway. So, and obviously, use the dividers and the spaces to kind of structure your page and have a look at the templates, browse the different templates that are available and kind of ready-made, and look at how they're structured and take some influence from them, and, keep it simple and effective would be the kind of the way to approach it, I think. Once you're happy with your campaign, the way it looks, if you click save and exit on the top right-hand corner, that'll then take you to this window where you're able to kind of decide on who's getting it and where's it being sent from. What's the subject line that's going to appear in your recipient's inbox when they receive it, and a little bit of a kind of preview of it then. Obviously, because I've just knocked this up for the tutorial, it's not going to let me send that because I've got some of the generic template stuff left in there. You can share your campaign link then as well if you've got it kind of, if you want to share it on social media or anything like that, as opposed to, sending it via email. You can create a custom URL for it there, as well as obviously post it to your socials there as well, you can see. So obviously you can add a recipient to it, and if you've got a list of people built or whatever in Mailchimp, and you can kind of add that from there. You can denote then or decide what email it appears to come from, and then once you're happy with all of those settings and it's ready to go, all you'll need to do then is press send in the top right hand corner. I've got some issues with my account at the moment, so even if I do fix these problems, it wants me to kind of send some information to Google before I'm allowed to send anything, because I'm just using this for the trial, for the tutorial. But yeah, that's the entire process then of how to create a email marketing campaign with Mailchimp. And like I said, there's a link to try it down below. Just before I finish the video as well, I'd like to mention that I've left a link in the description below for a software that can rank your website instantly by using videos. This might be very interesting to the viewer who's looking for more traffic and sales to their website, so make sure to check it out if it's something you need. And if you've enjoyed the video and you want to see more content of this nature, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you've got any questions or suggestions for anything in the future, let us know in the comments down below. Thank you very much.